All right, we're good. All right. I tried to start this thing like 5 minutes ago, but I guess my laptop needs to need to have a reset sometimes because it's like trying. This says live streaming is about, and then I just had to do a refresh, like shut down my laptop and then put it back on. So we're good. We are good now. It's all good. Yes. So we have. So this is another edition of watching the Canadian Football League, ladies and gentlemen. This time is gonna be a better one. We have ourselves the Winnipeg Blue Bombers going up against the Calgary Stampeders in a really important contest that we're having right now. Let's see here. If I can pull up the CFL standings here, we are in a bit of a pickle when it comes to standings. This is on the TSN's website, which is Canadian version of ESPN. Let's see right here. All right. So if we take a look here, pretty much. So here's the East Division, Montreal sitting pretty at 3-1, and then you have the West Division, which these are the both teams that are both teams that are representing tonight, the Thursday night game, which is the first game of Week 5. Here's Winnipeg, the Blue Bombers, and the Calgary Stampeders. This is important, very important, because whoever wins this game is going to get first place. Not first place. They're going to get second place in the West Division. Who's going to be catching up to Saskatchewan, which is the team to beat in the West Division. But first, Winnipeg and Calgary had to go over each other's humps. They got to climb over that hump. And who's that team going to be? Well, we just have to wait and go. We just need to find out who that team's going to be. So I don't really know a lot about Winnipeg, but I am familiar with the quarterback of the Stampeders, of Vernon Adams Jr., because I'm an Oregon fan, of course. So I know the familiar face of Vernon Adams Jr. I know he played in the CFL before he started to play with before he played with the Stampeders. He was on the British Columbian Lions, and before that, he was a quarterback for Oregon in 2015, and now in only the 2015 season, I believe. I'm right on that department, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and edit. I'm going to go ahead and change the thumbnail on this. There we go. That is better. Oh, and of course, stinks that you can't. It's like you can't really like go back and say, go live. Stinks. You can't really do that. And I'm pressing save. Hear thumping. I don't know if you guys hear that. But I am definitely hear some thumping. And here comes the Stampeders coming about. Yeah, top 5. Yeah, try sending a live chat. Yeah, me and RFK and the other guys like that were in the stream yesterday. We were doing Yankees and the Blue Jays. Oh yeah, and I tried to do the Guardians versus the Cubs, but for some reason, and then it was storming here, and the power went off actually twice during the game. So during the game, one time during the stream, I'm like, you know what? It's thundering really bad. So I had to cut the stream. Like, I got to cut the stream, and that was pretty much it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to bother doing that again. Bombers or Stampeders? See who we got winning. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. So, who you guys got winning tonight? You got the Blue Bombers or you got the Stampeders? Who's going to take second place at the West Division and try to go up against to make sure they are in contest with the Saskatchewan Roughriders in the future? And speaking of the Roughriders, they're actually the only team that is on the bye week coming up, coming this week. I think tomorrow, I believe tomorrow is Hamilton, Toronto. Let me look up the week 4. All right. So, tomorrow's Hamilton, Toronto. Then you got the Lions and the Alouettes. And then ending week 5 is the tank ball matchup between the Red Blacks and the Elks. I really don't know what's that something, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the washer. Maybe it's the dryer. I'm not sure. You know what? I'm going to go check on that. I will be right back. Okay. So is both the washer and the dryer going off at the same time? That's why there's a lot. And you're going off at the same time. They're probably rattling off of each other. So that explains it. Another in breaking news of Canadian Football League between in terms of the Lions and the Alouettes. Nathan Wark is back as starter of the Lions. It's no longer Jeremiah Masoli, who is from Oregon, but dude is not good. He's not good with the Lions. And the Alouettes, even though they're 3-1, they're a dominating team. They're dominating the East Coast, right? They're dominating the East Division right now, but they're going to be without Davis Alexander for the time for this weekend. So that is that. Yeah, so that is that. But yeah, so the team of the week is definitely Winnipeg and Calgary. 2 teams in the West Division trying to find for second place. Because usually is 3 teams going at. I wish there was one more team they put in the East so everything evens out. I wish they add one more team in the East. Like whatever you put the team in Quebec or something else. Don't make it a USA expansion again like you did in the 90s. Oh my goodness, that was a freaking train wreck. That was a train wreck of an experiment to have if you are the CFL. But like the CFL only did that because they needed the money. And then like they needed to bring in the fan base. And also that was the first time they actually got a contract with ESPN. Specifically ESPN2. But that was only because, hey, we got American teams. But American teams were just having problems. But the American teams were just having problems. Specifically, cities of Birmingham and Memphis were having issues with, we don't like the rules. And then the CFL pretty much just said, hey, we don't like the rules and get out. And that's what they did. Like they got those American teams out and they make it Canadian-based again. And ever since, there's no American team that has ever touched there again. And I don't blame them. It's like, hey, if you don't like our rules, then go play American football. Do not play Canadian football. You know? That's how it's going to be. That is exactly how that type of thing is going to be. And then at that point, before the whole expansion thing, like even before then, like in the late 80s, a little fun fact, the Alouettes actually folded. The Alouettes folded, which is really which is really interesting. McMahon Stadium in Calgary, Alberta. Calgary, Alberta. I think they have the least capacity. The stadium has the least amount of capacity of all the teams. It's just like you have a venue seats on one side and the one on the other, and that's pretty much it. That is mainly it. Zach Kalaros will be quarterback, 57-23 career record versus West Division opponents. So, and then you're Vernon Adams Jr. from Oregon, career high 488 passing yards against the Blue Bombers in 2019. I'm just happy it's like the CFL is like, hey, you guys were not really panning out. You guys are not really one-star recruits, but how about come over to us and we will make you more comfortable. Mike O'Shea, 3-0 record this season. But yeah, so this matchup is important for second place. Of course. Actually, how would I do possessions? Probably gonna do probably a marker. Probably do a marker, and it looks like Calgary is gonna be the one that will have the ball. And then here we are. Winnipeg versus Calgary is officially underway. Kickoff return from the 22-yard line, and then you will be tackled about the 38, and that would be the start of Vernon Adams Jr., quarterback from Oregon. Didn't really find a spot in the NFL, so he decided to go ahead and join the CFL. He first joined, I believe, the British Columbia Lions, and then this year will be his first year as a Calgary Stampeder. Do they have what it takes, though, against Winnipeg? Winnipeg is undefeated with Saskatchewan. And again, this matchup is important for second place, and that is the whole story. And here comes the receivers, and he's going to hand this one off, and he pretty much gets nowhere with the carry. Pretty much gets nowhere with the carry. And I'm just getting the rosters all set up, of course. And that was Mills, Nebraska, with the carry that was Mills, Dedrick Mills, that did not get any yardage on that run. So now here comes 2nd and 10. Remember, there's 3 downs in Canadian Football League and not 4. One player jump, Vernon Adams will throw it to the middle, and then he finds his man. And that is a first down for Calgary. And that will be called by Eric Brooks for the first down at Calgary. And I realized, like, the TV, the line of scrimmage, it's like going with the pass, so everything is kind of like Matrix style, and it feels weird. Oh, they're saying 3rd and inches. I thought they actually got that. But look, the offense is staying on the field. And it's a different quarterback. And it looks like he got that. That was a different quarterback right there. That was a different quarterback. That was number 19. It doesn't say who he was, but man, they got it. It wasn't Vernon Adams who made the QB rush, the QB sneak on the play. But the drive was extended. They got the 3rd down conversion. And that is how you extend the drive. Now they're at their own 49, trying to extend this drive. These running backs and slot backs getting a running start and handing off again to Mills. And that looks like a tackle for 5 yards. So 2nd down to 5 for Dedrick Mills. And you're looking at your own 54-yard line on the play. That's the thing about the CFL. It's like you don't really see a lot of screen passes. You don't see that. Not as much in the NFL, where everything is just screens and checkdowns. You don't get that as much of the CFL. I'm just realizing. 2nd and 5, Adams. He's going to go left, and he will find his man. And here comes Cat. And here comes the kitty cat here. Caught by number 15 for the first down. that's him. Dominic. They say I think it's Dominic Rhymes. That was Dominic Rhymes with the catch. So first down incoming. First down, Calgary. Now you're looking first down from Winnipeg's 43. Drop it back. And he's going to go deep right side. And he does get him. And he runs in with two Winnipeg Blue Bombers dragging with him. And that is a first down. And oh boy, Vernon Adams is hurt. He's hurt. He is trying to get up and he's holding on to his right knee. He is down and hurt. And there's a flag on the play, too. It is for the July V. By the time it's at midnight, hey, it's going to be July 4th, my friend. But Vernon Adams just hurt his knee. He just hurt his knee on this play. He got hit. He mossed him. And that was Barnes with the catch. And that's on Winnipeg. So that right there is a touchdown. That right there is a touchdown from Calgary. But that's a 43-yard bomb to Barnes, I believe. That was Clark Barnes with the catch, who's mossing and dragging two Blue Bomber players behind him. And Calgary with the extra point, and the extra point is good for Calgary. But he seems to be okay. He's walking on his own fine, but first, he got hit right after he threw the ball. So hopefully that little injury does not impact Vernon Adams in any way, shape, or form in coming in. So now Winnipeg got the ball, and now it's time to see, okay, what are they going to do? No better way to celebrate America. No better way to celebrate America than watching Canadian football. What is a better way? It's so funny. It's like right before it hits midnight, we're watching Canadian Football League. Like, why not? Am I right? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That is pretty much what I'm thinking. But yeah, so so like I said, so I may be familiar. Yeah, so I may be familiar with with Vernon Adams. That's pretty much it. With Vernon Adams on Calgary. I'm not familiar with anybody that is on Winnipeg from what I'm seeing right now, except for Chris Streveler, who was like former quarterback of the Jets. I remember because he was coming off the bench for Zach Wilson in 2022 against the Jaguars on Thursday night. That's pretty much how I know Chris Streveler. Chris Streveler from. And Clark Barnes, he mossed a Blue Bomber. It's like he got the jump ball and two Blue Bombers tried to tackle him, but they did not bring him down before he crossed the goal line. So now it's the Blue Bombers opportunity with. Now it's the Blue Bombers. Yeah, thankfully he looks okay, but it's like after the injury for Vernon Adams, it's like, oh, dude. Oh, yeah, he felt like he got tripped behind from a defensive tackle of the Blue Bombers. And then he's like, yeah, you're good. Not your fault. So now Winnipeg has the ball on their 40. Oh, they got 8. Okay. I thought they got the extra point. I guess the extra point, and then I think they got the extra, not only the extra point, but a Rouge maybe. I don't know. Don't know how that crap works. Maybe I can look out the I can look at the game tracker real quick. And then here's a handoff up in the middle, and he does get the first down. That is first down for Winnipeg. He gets to the 50. It looks like he got to the 55. And the thing that was, who is that? I can see sometimes the numbers pop up and sometimes they don't. And then there you go. That is to the Calgary's 50. Just trying to figure it out. Okay. Kickoff single. Brady Oliveria. Oliveria. That's his name. Brady Oliveria is the guy's name. And here comes Caloreros, and he does get it off, and that is a first down for Winnipeg. That is Kevin Clercius with the catch on the right sideline. That will be enough for the first down. Okay. And here comes Brady Oliveira again up the middle, and he's trying. He's muscling his way up the middle. Gets to the 36. Okay. So it says miss the field goal, but okay. Or punts the ball. It says miss the field goal or punts the ball. Okay. I think I'm missing something. I don't know how they got 8 points. I thought they only got the extra point there. Who knows? Maybe someone can explain. Oliveira of the middle, and he does get it, and he does get to the 30, which is a first down for Winnipeg. They're wanting it. They are really wanting it to answer back. Second place is on the line. First game. That was the first game, I believe, of because June 12th was their first game because they were the team on opening weekend with a bye week. And then here comes a quick screen, and then he gets an 8-yard gain. And that was Kevin's Clerk, and that's number 89. And that is Stearns. That's Jared Stearns with the catch and run for 8 yards. 2 away for the first down. And then they're saying that Brady Oliveira has back-to-back 1,000-yard, had 3 straight 1,000-yard season, which is quite incredible. I'm just saying, like, regardless of what league you play, having 1,000-yard seasons is definitely like a good flex to have. Like, don't you agree with that? Like, it's really good to have 1,000-yard season. And here comes Oliveira again. He gets to the 16 this time. That is a 6-yard gain. He is just trucking he is just running through. He is rough and tumbling his way through the field. And this drive is mainly all him. This is all him. He is just going up the middle. And here he goes again up the middle. And he only gets about 4. He only gets about 4 on the carry. Yeah, I'm like confused of it looked like they got the extra point, but I don't know. Canadian football sometimes can be confusing. It's all good. Drop it back is Zach Calareros. And what a catch! What a catch by Clercius, but there's a flag on the field. They kick off 85 yards to Winnipeg's 20. It's a single. Okay. So they probably got the rogue off the kickoff. Oh, and that penalty is going to be on the Winnipeg holding. So that will be 2nd and 14 this time. So a nice break from Calgary, but not a good break from Winnipeg. And that's going to be on the right tackle. And he pretty much just tackled him to the ground. He cannot do that. That was Kendall Rudolph that will be committed with a penalty. So 2nd and 16. So just outside the red zone. Calareos dumps it off, and he's looking. I don't think he will get there. Don't think he got there. Now was Nick Dembski with the run that almost got that. He was close to a first down, but not too close. He was close to get a first down. He was. So now, since they did not get it to 2nd down, now it's 3rd and 4. So they're at the 10. So you might as well just go for the field goal. Sergio Castillo. Now that is the name that's familiar. I feel like I've heard of that name before. I just don't remember what team he was on. And this is a 18-yard attempt, and that kick is good. The kick is good, so now your score at this point is 8-3 in favor. But Calgary still has the lead, so at least Winnipeg got some form of scoring. Has some form of scoring now, but they're still down by. But now they're still down by 5. So entertaining game. I'm gonna play his guys because Brady Oliveira is on the roll. He has 6 carries for 99 yards. What is my favorite food? Oh, my favorite food. Oh, there's a good amount of favorite foods, of course. I love chicken carbonara. That's like my favorite dish. I love how my mom makes it. It is damn delicious. I kid you not. It is delicious. What is your favorite food? Also stuffed crust pizzas. Like I love pizza, but especially stuffed crust pizzas. So good. Me and Dana went to an event to go see fireworks, and I tried deep fried Oreos for the first time. It was delicious. Taco pizza is my favorite. So you love one thing, you love the other thing. So that automatically means I love it when you combine it together. I mean, Taco Bell does have those Mexican pizzas. My dad usually gets those. He usually gets the Mexican pizzas every time we go out for Taco Bell. But my go-to food, when it comes to when it comes to Taco Bell, it's the quesadillas. I love the chicken quesadillas, especially when you add extra creamy jalapeno sauce onto there. Delicious. It's delicious. Brandon Adams tries to throw it to Dominique Rhines, but that was low. Incomplete. Second incompletion of the day for Brandon Adams Jr. That was the tragedy when Mexican pizza was off the menu for many years. Yeah, like I've heard, like it was like they just removed that off the menu. And you know what? The other food I was kind of disappointing. When McDonald's removed the soda style chicken sandwich off the menu, like that was like me and my brother's jam when we would go to Taco Bell. Like it was the jam. Right now, was trying to escape the sack. He's going to go left this time, and he's thinking of running, and he will run. He was going to try to get the first down, but he will be tackled with a gain of 8, 2 yards short of a first down. So Calgary will go maybe 2 and out. 2 and out on the play. The thing I remember they tried to do, like they tried to have it added as like a permanent food item, the Angus third pounders. Like there were like 3 types of burgers. There was like one with they're gonna punt. Yeah, so Calgary's gonna punt on 3rd and 2. And that ball will go sailing on the left side of the field. And that will be caught by Winnipeg. Can he get out of the end zone? Yes, he does. And he will get tackled at the 6-yard line. Luckily, there is no roach for Calgary. And then Zach Caleros will be going back onto the field. I hate when restaurants remove menu options because corporate doesn't understand people want. Right? Oh my goodness. There's like 2 types of businesses, right? So you're gonna go through with 2 types of businesses. You're gonna go through the business where you're gonna think about profits, but you're also gonna go through the types of business where it's mainly about the money. That is mainly that is mainly the type of stuff that you will have to go through at the end of the day. And honestly, that can be a little bit tricky to deal with. Because sometimes businesses don't understand what people want. Chili's had a Mexican chicken that I liked and they removed it. Oh, dude, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. But yeah, going back to the McDonald's comment that I made. So McDonald's used to have the Angus third pounders. I remember. I didn't eat them because I was a very, very picky eater. All I had at McDonald's back then was just eating the McNuggets back then. And then I saw the Angus third pounders. Like, wait, what happened? Because it's like one of those things. It's like when you think of McDonald's, you think of like a certain menu of what they have. I always thinking, okay, Big Mac. Okay, they got the 2 cheeseburger meal. Then you get your quarter pounders. And then they go through the rest of it. And then I forgot what was in the middle. It was the Angus third pounder sandwiches. And then there was a Southern style there. And of course, a filet of fish and your McNuggets. So there was that. Like that was like I remember like seeing those items all the time. And then they removed it away. I was like, what the heck just happened? Where did the Southern style chicken sandwich go? Like the sandwich was always so hot. It was so crispy. Like it was so good. It was really freaking good. It was incredible. And then I just never knew like when they removed it. And Winnipeg has won 7 of the last 8 games against Calgary. So here comes the receivers going up. Caleros is going to throw it onto the right side, to the right-hand sideline. And that was called by Dalton Schoen with a several-yard gain. I do like Chili's a lot. I like their chicken sandwich from there. That was definitely delicious. And they had like their specials, their secret sauce. That was delicious too. 7-yard gain from Dalton Schoen. Caleros on their own 13 needs to get to the 16, or else they're going to be punting from their own end zone. Oh, is that going to be a false start or offsides? If it's offsides, then that's automatic first down. Caleros is pointing over the S sign. Offsides on Calgary, so that's automatic first down. There are like 5 Texas-themed steakhouses. I'm not going to count Outback Steakhouse because it's Australian. Like, it's based off Australian. Because what? There's obviously Texas Roadhouse. Like, come on. And I have eaten at none of them. Well, like, I'm not a steak person. I'm not a steak person. I just like the meat was just like, because it's like if I eat dry meat, it's like I got to keep on chewing it. Longhorn Steakhouse, yes, that is true. Lone Star. I don't think I've heard of Lone Star. I forgot about Longhorn Steakhouse until you actually brought it up. And I'm like, well, I now know there's a Longhorn Steakhouse because now there's like one glass close by. And I'm like, okay, I don't have to eat it. They filed for bankruptcy. Damn. That's what happened. 2nd and 8. Caleros is going to throw it in the middle, and that is picked. And he's going to take it 15, 10, 5, pick 6, Calgary. Woo! Calgary Stampeders on a roll. Wow. What a pick. That's Damon Webb with the pick 6. Holy moly. Just jumped this rod, even bumped him a little bit while he was attempting to make the interception. Wow. 10th defensive TD return this season, and we're in week 5. That says something. That does say something. So now the extra point up and good. So now 15-13. There's also West Texas Steakhouse. Yeah. See, again, I never heard of those places. Probably because they're in Texas. They're probably obviously located in Texas, maybe. But okay. So I tried that once. It was horrible. How was it horrible for you? Like, it was just like the meat was the meat not cooked the way you wanted? Is that the case? Like, what was the case? Okay, so we're on the a topic of like terrible fast food. What is the worst? Like, what is your? I don't really have one because I'm not really judging when it comes to food. But and also I don't like to judge. Like I just don't like to judge. It was very forgettable. I forgot what I got. Okay, what fast food chain do you hate the most? Well, hold on. First of all, tell me what fast food chain do you love? You know my pick is Dairy Queen. Like, Dairy Queen is the bomb. It's like so good. So good. So good. Like, I love Dairy Queen. Like, their cheeseburgers are always so warm, hot. And the fries are really good. I know it's soft serve, but soft serve is so good too. It's so good. It's so good. What is Freddy's? Is Freddy's really a restaurant? Freddy's restaurant. Are you talking about Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers? Is that the one? Yeah, I had to double check. I was like, are you trolling or? Okay, so Freddy's Custards and Steak Burgers. Is that your favorite? Is that the one that is your favorite? Oh, wow. It has a lot of options. Steak burgers, they have tenders, veggie burgers, all beef hot dogs, spicy sandwich, and they have a jalapeno sandwich too. It's a variety. It's a lot of variety. Kettle chips, fries, cheese curds, cheese fries, onion rings, chili cheese fries, and of course you got your applesauce. Some variety. Okay. Okay, so there's some variety there. And here comes Caleros trying to run up on the left hash, and he gets a gain of 6, and we're probably going to have a final play. I mainly go there for frozen custard. For frozen custard. Okay, and you were in love with the frozen custard. That's why it's your favorite. Okay, what is your least favorite? What's your least favorite restaurant, like fast food chain? Like I'm kind of interesting because it's like one of those things. It's like once you hear, you're like, oh, okay, interesting. All right. And Brady Oliveira will get a first down on the run, and that will bring the end of the first quarter. So, end of the first quarter, Calgary is taking a demanding lead of 15-3. So, Calgary will take a demanding lead. Okay, there we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm in a different time for dinner. I will be right back for later. We're all good. My mom is making some peanut butter cookies. Oh, Jerks and Profar just hit a home run for the Braves, but we're down 5-0 in the bottom of the ninth. At least you not get shut out again by the Angels. At least that's the good news. It's weird that Jerks and Profar has more home runs than Alex Verdugo and Nick Allen. And he got suspended for 80 games at the beginning of the season. It's like, okay, that's one way to have more home runs than one person. I'll be suspended for 80 games, and then here I am coming back 80 games later, and then just bang, boom. So, but yeah, Calgary, yeah. So Winnipeg has more net yards, yet they are losing by 12 to Calgary. And they even have like more time possession. Calgary has 523, and that was the one. Well, they got that long passing touchdown, of course, and then they got it. Damien Webb got a pick 6 of Nick Caleros, which was definitely surprising. Winnipeg is undefeated. They are undefeated. They're trying to go toe-to-toe with Saskatchewan, but Calgary currently is in Winnipeg's way of trying to advance into the further standings. Wow, and the Fever beats the Aces. Interesting. Alrighty, so Winnipeg's at their own 47. Here come the receivers getting themselves a good head start. Comes Oliveira up the middle, but he gets nowhere to be found. And he will get tackled right around the line of scrimmage. And here's a guy running in a cow suit. That's funny. It's very funny. All right, second down to 10. They're going to try this again. They have one more shot before they have to punt it away. From the 47, Caleros will be dropping back, and he's going to dump this one onto Oliveira, but he will get tackled at the 52-yard line, so that was a 5-yard gain, so 3rd and 5. And it will look like that Winnipeg will punt it away. So right now, this is all the work of the Stampeders. Stampeders are doing a really good job holding down the fort. They are adjusting their defensive schemes to make sure Brady Oliveira is not getting the run yardage that he needs. And here comes the punt. And he's going to take it from the 8, and he will get tackled around the 12. Around the 12, so that's where Calgary will have the ball. And we're seeing Calgary back on in Brandon Adams will be back on the field now. So, but yeah, so last score was a pick 6. Good stuff. Definitely some good stuff. I'm gonna try to think of like a game. Oh, maybe a little bit of okay, I know what we should do. I think I know what we all should do. We should all give me a little second. I feel like what we should do is I'm gonna open up a new window. Okay. Maybe I can try maybe we can try some Wordle. Maybe that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do when we're at halftime. So that way we can have. That way we could just have some fun. Why? Because I hate myself. There's always definitely some stuff. Oh. And looks like Clark Barnes is hurt. It looks like he got his ankle maybe rolled up. But he's just sitting on the medical bench. And he's definitely getting looked. He's getting looked at a little bit. And there's a flag on the field that may be on Calgary. But yeah, Barnes got the 43-yard catch. Offsides. So offsides on Winnipeg. Average yards per pass. Clark Barnes leads the lead in yards per catch with 28.8. Because Adams, he's looking, he's going to go scramble left, and he will throw on the run, and he will find a man and gets tackled, and that will be Damian Alford with the catch and run, and that will be enough for the first down since it was first down and 5, thanks to the offsides penalty off of Winnipeg. But yeah, he missed the sacks, and he goes left, and then he sees an open receiver. Definitely hurt. The guy just slipped a little bit. He missed him. And then he gets roughed up a little bit. He gets roughed a little bit again. I feel like Adams has to be careful a little bit. And here comes Dedrick Mills, and he will run up to, I believe that is the 35-yard line. That is a gain of 7 right there. And the Stampeders are going to be facing 2nd and 3. Yeah, Calgary will be facing 2nd and 3. So, I don't really have myself like a favorite CFL team. Like, I'm just watching football just because of it. I mean, I will always be a Defenders fan, by the way, your football champions. And here comes another handoff to Dedrick Mills. He makes a spin move, running to the right. Does he get the push he needed? And it does not look like he has got it. Looks like they're literally inches away from a first down again. They converted a third down as they were inches short. As they were inches short of a first down. And looks like Vernon Adams is out on the field again. So Calgary is going to go for it again. That's risky. It's risky. They're in their own territory. You're talking here. Like, you're talking about going for it on your own 38. That's going for it. And here it goes. And it looks like he does get it. And it looks like he does indeed get it. And that was... Don't know who was the quarterback right there. Number 19. His name is Vaughn. Quincy Vaughn. So they're bringing Quincy Vaughn in as tight end. As a quarterback. Makes sense because it's like the physical body. Like, you're tall and you're very physical, so why not? Yeah, Quincy Vaughn, the DB. Like, they're just having him come in and just take that snap up the middle because he's big. So there they are. They extended the drive at the 39-yard line. Heading off to Mills. Mills is going to lose a yard. He will lose that yard. Gets tackled by Wilson. Gets tackled by Wilson. That might be the linebacker, maybe. I am not sure who's Wilson on here. I'm just looking at the depth chart. Yeah, number 19, Wilson. Or maybe I am just saying things. Kyrie Wilson is his name. And going deep right field and jump ball again. What a jump ball for Calgary. That's one thing you need to look out for is the deep balls. Vernon Adams, that's the one pro I can definitely say about him after 10 years. He still got the deep ball. He has got that deep ball. No doubt about that. That was Tevin Jones with that big catch. 1 yard loss? Yeah, yeet. And now and just like that, they're at the Winnipeg 43 with 9 minutes left of the second quarter. And handing off to Dendrick Mills. And Dendrick Mills trying to run right side will get tackled at the 37-yard line. So that is a 6-yard gain. Oh, wow. You know, and Mutton is the only winless team in the CFL, I'm just realizing. They have not won the game. Hopefully they can win a game against the Ottawa Red Blacks. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping if that's going to be the case. Handing off to Mills, and Mills going up the middle, and there he goes. And he will be tackled later on. Dendrick Mills said, look at Oliveira. Look at Bray Oliveira running. Cat was going over for treats. My mom just opened the door. And they're at that 16, but there's flags flying all over the field. But no, like, Dendrick Mills pretty much said, you're talking about running, shoot. You know what? And offsides again from Winnipeg. What's going on with this team? What is going on? Tell me, like, what is happening with this team? They're looking for more. And here they go. They're going to fake the motion, go running upwards. And here it comes. They're going to play action. Oh, he tried to hit him, man, but he drops it. That was Jalen Philpott. That drops the pass. Now it's 2nd and 5 from the Winnipeg 11. What an unfortunate catch. That's quite an unfortunate catch by Winnipeg. That's an unfortunate catch by Philpott. I mean, sorry. Brain all over the place. Anyways, 2nd and 5. Adams dropping back. He's looking. And he gets out for a pass to 10, pass to 5, and he raced to the end zone. That is a touchdown for Calgary. And now they're up 21-3. They are taking care of business against Winnipeg. Winnipeg are just sitting there. They're just sitting ducks. You throw a pick 6, and then you get flagged twice on the same drive for offside. So there's definitely some penalty cleanup coming in if you are the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. 100%. There's some penalty cleanup that needs to be done. Yep, and the Angels beat the Braves. All right. And the extra point is good for Calgary, so a 19-point lead. Hey, it's missed a touchdown just now, so now Calgary has a 19-point lead over Winnipeg. Winnipeg does not learn how to. Let's just say Winnipeg has no idea how to stay clear boundaries. I'm just gonna say it like that. They just don't know how to keep their boundaries. But if this is a time that Winnipeg needs to score, this will be a perfect time for them to score. Yeah, thanks to a Damian White pick 6. So, all right. Oh, and Tugboat, what was your dinner? Since we're talking about food here on the stream already, what is your food? What was your dinner? Boy, sliders. Ooh, I love me some sliders. Whatever it is like cheeseburger sliders or chicken sliders. Delicious. They are delicious. Like, it's sliders. Like, when you try to consider them what kind of like food they are, like whatever is appetizers. Oh yeah, Cane's for lunch. Cane's is good. I don't go out of my way to eat Cane's. Like, I try to go with Dana with Cane's every once in a while. It's always good to have the Cane's, especially the cane sauce. But oh my goodness. So Dana had her best friend and her husband. They actually bought like a cup, just nothing but cane sauce. Just nothing but cane sauce, because why not? And I am sitting here like, okay, I'm not going out of my way to buy a whole cup full of cane sauce. Just a little small plastic ramekin will do me good. Well, I get the box combo for sure. Taking it from the 30, and Winnipeg will be down at the 42-yard line. But dude, like, whole cup, and you say it was like getting a cup of cane sauce was like $5. I'm like, look, that's only for cane sauce lovers right there. No, I agree with you. Like, Cane's is good. It's good. Like, Cane's, it is good. Like, Cane's is definitely up there for me. Like, when it's like they didn't have to drive like 30 minutes all the way to get the Kings, but then since there was one that was built like 10 minutes from my house, it was like, oh yay, I could go to Kings manually whenever I want. But yeah, frozen fried chicken. I do love me some fried chicken. Oh, I wonder if you answered the question. Worst fast food chain restaurant and why? Why do you hate it? I'm wrapping my curious mind here. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm wrapping my curious mind. White Castle. White Castle. I never tried White Castle. Why do you not like White Castle? I am now curious. And I don't hate it I don't hate White Castle because I never tried it. It's just never one nearby. Why do you hate White Castle? I think of Practical Jokers because I remember they did. I know they did a drive-through challenge. Oh dang! They tried to do a little screen, but he lost a yard. Calgary's defense is just so good right now. Oh boy. Oh. It's the sliders are fine, but not restaurant quality. Your chicken sliders are better than their burgers. I mean, I can see that. It's like you don't think the quality. It's like you just don't think the quality is up there. Calero's dropping back. He's going to throw right. He does get a man, but he will be stopped for a gain of 5 and another 2 and out for Winnipeg. Winnipeg is indeed deep. They're in deep water. They are in deep water. Oh, brother. Hardee's. I think like Hardee's is not the like it's a fast food chain. I don't have like the anticipation of going. I guess they used to be back in the day up gotten worse over time. Oh, okay. They got worse over time. I feel like it's kind of like I feel like that's kind of like what happens. Like Carl's Jr. is decent. I just don't see myself just going out of my way. It's like, I'm craving Hardee's. Like it's never my choice to go out of my way and eat Hardee's. It's like usually McDonald's, and of course, they're usually like McDonald's, usually. And here comes Jedrick Mills, and he will get tackled for several yards. Yeah, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's are the same thing. No, I know it's the same thing. See, I don't know why it's the same. Well, I don't know why they are different names, but the same places. Like Carl's Jr. is just the West Coast, and Hardee's is the East Coast. But I don't understand it's different name, but it's the same place. Like, why is that? I never understand why they're the same brand, but they have different names. Why? Why is that? That will never get to my mind. It's like you remember it as this and only this. Like, that is how I remember it. It's like Hardee's, I will remember it as Hardee's and not Carl's Jr. That is going to be the thing for me. Every time. Every time. But again, like, I just never go out of my way to, like, eat Hardee's. And I kind of feel like the same thing for Burger King. Like, I feel like it's the same thing for Burger King. It's like the only thing that will never get in your head is all those freaking Whopper commercials. And you know how annoying that can get. It's not because of the fact that it's a bad commercial. It's because of the fact that you play it so many times. It's like annoying. It's like an annoying earworm inside of you. Carl's tried to put locations on the E's, but then they weren't popular. But when they put a Hardee's sign, they got more popular. Seriously, Wow. Okay. So it's all about the brands. Yep. So it's all about naming. Ha. And Adams going deep again. He got Philpott 30, 25. He's trying to beat the man. Both of them on the beach. He is shimmy shaking all Winnipeg. Then he gets down to the 2. And that was Philpott with tumbling his way through. Holy moly. Jalen Philpott. Like, he throws it deep. He gives him wide open. Then he gets rid of one man. Shimmy jukes this other man. And then he gets tripped up by the third man. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Calgary is like, hold on. You know, this is like, you know what exactly what this is like? This is, look, this is Calgary right now. They got the belt ready. And they're hitting their ass with it. This is a belt to ass moment right there. A glorious belt to ass. It's not funny. It is not funny. Oh. But yeah, Burger King. Oh my! Oh, you know what? I have a story to tell you, but I'm gonna wait until I'm gonna wait till halftime. So make sure you're staying. Make sure you're staying on here so I can tell you the story because it was a wacky story, and I forgot how long ago it was. It was definitely it was like 5-10 years ago when it happened. But yeah, I gotta tell you the story. Anyways, first and goal from the 2. It's first and goal from the 2. Adams dropping back and he's throwing it to the end zone and it's batted down, incomplete. Winnipeg finally showing up on the defense. That was knocked down by Home on the play. Yeah, knocked down by Home on the play. Excuse me. Anyway, sagging down the goal for Calgary. This is like a it's like a 10-yard field goal attempt if they don't get it. And Dedrick Mills up the middle, and he is in for a touchdown. Touchdown number 4 of the day for Calgary. Just putting a whooping. They are whooping Calgary. They're whooping Winnipeg. And that is not exaggerated. This score is not exaggerated right there. Holy. 2:14 left. But Winnipeg has to score. Like, this is a 5-possession game. This is a 5-point game now. Or no, 4-possession game. And the extra point will be up, and it will be good. 29-3. Oh, Winnipeg. Calgary, what have you done to them? He's like, yeah, you know what? This will be the day. He's like, yeah, you know what? This will be the day to destroy them. And now Dedrick Mills has the most rushing touchdowns of the season with 5. And AJ Olawed, Cody Fajardo, and Dustin Crum are tied in second with 3 rushing touchdowns. of the season. Jedrick Mills is just leading the pack. Leading the pack here. Look at that. 66 yards. That was the longest. Vernon Adams is 9 for 12, 193 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jedrick Mills has 49 yards in that touchdown alone with a 21-yard run. And the receivers are catching, and they're getting big yards out of it too. Zach Caleros, he's 9 for 10, both threw that one interception. That one interception was his incompletion. So technically, he's perfect, I guess, if you willing to consider that. And then Winnipeg will start the drive at the 31. And Zach Caleros has to pull up a drive for Winnipeg. They got to get themselves back in the game because 29-3, that's a 26-point game right there. 26. No joke. So you have to score 4 touchdowns at least. You have to score 4 touchdowns to get yourself back in the game, or at least 3. So here comes Winnipeg from the 31. Caleros, he's going to dump off the screen to Brady Oliveira, and he will get beat down at the 36 or 37-yard line. And there is 2:02 remaining on the clock. 2:02 remaining in the second quarter. And the Rockies beat the Astros. Neat. But yeah, there's a block, but then 42 managed to get through. He does hinder like the speed for Oliveira. And Oliveira is out on the bench, just batting himself down. Here comes 2nd and 4. Nick is going deep right side. Does he find a man? And he overthrows a man. He overthrows Dalton Schoen. And another 2 and out. I think that is the third straight 2 and out for Winnipeg this game. And it has just been it is a collapse in this game. It's like Winnipeg, he just threw a Hail Mary. Like he was just trying to play hero ball. Like he was trying to play hero ball. And also I think he was getting pressure too. Nobody was getting number 12 on. And here comes Calgary picking it up. And here's a flag on the play. It was just, it was Clarence Hicks. He was just, nobody guarded him. Like he went to the right, then he juked left. And then nobody managed to pick him up. Nobody picked him up on the edge. And an illegal block on the Calgary. So they will go back 10 yards. So a minute 30 for 2 time, and they got all 2 timeouts. So they got a whole lot of field to work. So a whole lot of field to work. 193 Adams and Caleros for 54. And Winnipeg is just in shambles. Jedrick Mills will get the run. He will go up the middle, and he will get about 6 on the play. And the clock will stop. I assume someone took a timeout. He had career night, 488 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. I guess that was his time as I think he was a Lion that year, I think. I'm not sure. But now the clock is at 1:10, so they're taking their time. It's like, you know what? We feel good. Oh, and he's trying to get a slant, but it was back down incomplete. That was intended to Jones. No, but it's past intended to time of Jones. So now, with the incomplete, Winnipeg could have a little sliver of hope and trying to make some points out of it. Former Seahawks punter John Ryan started his career in the CFL. I did not know that. You know who? Okay, your mind's gonna be blown at this. You know who had their career started in the CFL? Joe Horn, legendary Saints receiver Joe Horn, the Joe Horn, with the freaking Memphis Mad Dogs. I just learned that fact today, and it's glorious. And there's a flag on the play on. There's a flag on the play. I don't know what the flag is going to be on. Seahawks love to sign punters out of the country. Apparently they do, especially like it's like, and then like of course you have college where you have like football players they doing like those rugby style kicks. I freaking love that. I love the rugby style kicks. I think they are just that cool. John Ryan, Canada, Michael Dixon, Australia. Oh, good old Australia. Two holding calls on the Winnipeg. Damn. So, two holding calls, one of them delayed. Australians hate Outback Steakhouse. Do they really? Again, like I said, man, like once we get to once we get to halftime, I got a story. About like fast food, like probably one of the worst fast food experiences that I had. Going deep, Caleros. Is that going to be a flag? It looked like he pushed him down. It may not look like it, but incomplete. That was Carrick Wheatfall as the intended target from Winnipeg. She's like, I'll talk about Philly, Mexico. The freaking irony. Because, like, I would assume it's like we want authentic, not this cheap food crap, you know? And it's windy in Canada. That's for sure. What were they think? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Caleros dropping back. He's going to go check it down left side, and he does get the first down. First down's made. 41 seconds remaining for Winnipeg. And now they're at midfield. They're at the 55-yard line, so they got 2 timeouts, 41 seconds. They got some time. A touchdown is a must. What is Canadian food? Poutine? Because Canadian's mainly French. It's like a majority is like French. I don't know, like, but I say poutine. Like, I heard of poutine. Because, of course, there's the French side of Canada, you know? I knew poutine, which is like, yeah, it's like fancy cheese fries. Yeah. And then, he gets a catch. And he does reach for the first down, and that was Dominique Clarice, I believe. Yeah, Kevin's Claircius. I bet they sound good. Like, poutine does sound good. They do sound good. I'm intended to try them, but the question is, where can you try them? Comes snap, but Calera, he's going to go right again, and he finds Claircius again, and he gets another first down. So they are working a 2-minute drill here. Kevin's Claircius is getting some catches and runs. He is playing smart by running a little bit out of bounds. That is playing smart because they still got 2 timeouts with 21 seconds remaining. They know that, okay, we need a first down. We need to make sure that we have the time in the world to do this. And I believe Winnipeg gets the ball back in the second half. Drop it back. Caleros, he's going to throw a bullet pass. And that is the Carrick Wheatfall, and you will be down for the first down with 16 seconds remaining. And I would assume they got to hurry up fast. I think it stops temporarily, and they got to hike it right away. Yep, there you go. Caleros drop it back. He's going to try to go for the end zone. Goes for the corner. He catches it, but does not get the feet in. And now there's 7 seconds remaining. They are banned in America. Just kidding. I bet the Bills sell Petit. Well, yeah, because Buffalo is near the border of Canada. Like, you're right near Niagara Falls. I would assume the Bills would have it. It's like, come on in, our fellow Canadians. You want to watch the Bills play? Just climb on over the Niagara Falls and then have yourself a case of poutine. All right. This might be the final play of the first half from Winnipeg. So you are 2nd and 10, 7 seconds remaining. You're at the 13, so you got to make it quick. Drop it back. Caleros is going to throw on a run. Throws it too high. There's 1 second. There's 1 second. He overthrew his receiver. No, dude. He had him. He had him. He had him. He had it. He was open. He overthrew his guy. He overthrew his guy. And you're only kicking a field goal. Wow. Instead for 6, they settled 3. And that's halftime. Oh my gosh, that was disappointing. Wow. And Calgary will have the halftime lead of 29. 29 to freaking 6. Oh, wow, that was just terrible. All right. Halftime. All right. Trivia. What was the food idea produced in Canada that was banned in America in this popular Nickelodeon TV show? Oh. It's Nickelodeon. All right. So first of all, before I go, I have to say a Nickelodeon show. I'm gonna try. Okay. Is it a Dan Schneider show? Am I on the right track with that at least? Is it a Dan Schneider show? Because I'm actually gonna enjoy a little bit of trivia, actually. It is a Dan Schneider show. Okay, so Dragon Josh, iCarly, Sam and Victoria, Sam and Cat. Like, those are the shows I'm familiar with. What's the food idea produced in Canada? Oh, it was banned in America. What? Oh my goodness. Item I should say. Because the only thing I'm thinking is like spaghetti tacos from iCarly. The Peruvian puff pepper from Dragon Josh, even though that was definitely fictional. You know, that pepper from South America. Victoria's, I'm not sure. I know Sam and Cat did Blue Dog Soda. Like Blue Dog Soda. Fat Cakes. Oh my gosh, the Fat Cakes! No! It was the freaking episode where whoever can guess the amount of number of fat cakes in a giant cylindrical container gets Walker 239. It was that episode. Oh my goodness. It was that episode. Seriously. Wow. They banned fat cake. Why did they ban the fat cakes? What? Hold on. I'm looking this up. Fat cake ban USA. Hold on. It's the trans fat. Okay. So apparently, fat cakes. Yeah, they banned because it's a common thing for. They ban items are a common thing in the Dash Night shows. Yeah, I tell fat cakes. Oh my god. Oh, it was an episode specifically on fat cakes. I see now. Oh. Because the only fat cakes I remember was the locker episode. I see. Okay. So, right. Since we're at halftime. Okay. So it was this, if you want to know what fast food restaurant this is the fast food chain it's gonna talk about, it's gonna talk about Wendy's. All right. So it was me, my mother, I believe my dad was with us, and no, it was me, my mom, my grandparents, and my uncle. And we were meeting up. I forgot what we were doing. I thought we were helping with my brother moving out because he had a job somewhere. Like he had a job. And we were trying to get the furniture ready for him to move out. Like we're trying to help him move out. So after we ordered our stuff, it was like our ordinary, like, okay, go to the drive-through. We are gonna get ourselves some food. I got myself, of course, I would get the spicy nuggets, which I also have for dinner today, actually. We were getting the spicy nuggets, and I got myself some fries. I forgot what my parents picked, but I forgot what everybody else picked. But the whole point was they managed to F up the order, and also the fries were cold. And then what my grandparents wanted to try to do, because of course they want to try to make things right, which I freaking love them for doing so. My fries were I got my nuggets, they were all right. My fries were all right, but their fries apparently was cold. It's like, how do you mess up the fries? First of all, how do you mess up? Like how did my fries end up being warm, but you managed to get the other fries cold? How did you do that? And then they screw up the order, like they have like all the wrong toppings, even though they specifically ordered the toppings. And then my grandparents went back to the drive-through window, and then they tell them that, hey, we messed up our order. And then the guy had the audacity to freaking blame my grandparents for this. And then my grandfather, the one who passed away, I'll be specific, he pretty much said, like, I'm gonna sue you. I want my refund. And then years later, after the incident, he actually managed to get his money. Like he managed to get the money back. But that guy had the balls to tell the customers, hey, it's not my fault. I'm like, oh, dude, you had no idea what you just freaking signed up for. Like it was just outright ridiculous at best. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do right now. So what I'm gonna do, I want to see if I can solve today's Wordle. Bastards can be rude. Yeah, they can be rude. They can be a pain in the ass. like they can be a pain in the ass. Because like fast food workers, because it's like you work there because you don't give a shit. You work there because you just don't care. Like that's why you're just not going to have like any sort of behavior coming. And if I'm being quite frank, yeah, not good. Okay, so first of all, I am going. Don't care. Let's see. Go down. Okay, there we go. You can see the L right there. All right. Yeah, fast food workers can be a-holes. 100%. Because if you don't show yourself a great attitude in a workplace, you're gonna produce crap. You're gonna produce crap. That's how it works. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. What do we work with here? All right, so there is an O. All right, so there's an O. Okay. What about porch? All right, so there is the P. P and the O. See here. Yeah, it is Wordle time, baby. It is Wordle time. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. Piece P and O. All right. How about let's see. Nah. Taste. What about taste? Trying to getting rid of just trying to like word production. So Polly. Oh man. There's a Y at the end. There's a Y at the end. Let's see. Yeah, it ends a Y? No, I'm gonna feel stupid. I'm gonna feel so stupid once I figure this out. I had no Powie, Puffy, Pobby, Pommy. I don't know. Poppy. It was Poppy. Like a damn it. It was freaking Poppy. Son of a gun. Have me. Okay. What was your favorite Disney Channel show going on? That's the thing. I never watched TV show. I never watched the Disney channels much. Dana did, but for me, it wasn't that. It wasn't much. It wasn't that much. So that was that. Look at all these ads. Oh my goodness. All right. So, but I'm like more familiar with like Phineas and Ferb. Like I do like that. I do like that show. I do like that show. 100%. But I'm trying to look up like a good like NFL. Oh, that's something we should do. NFL Immaculate Grid. NFL Immaculate Grid. I always try to go. I like going for ones that that have the Jets on it. Let's see if we can find. I saw urinating tree. Guess my favorite show based on this quote. Based on this quote, if I had a nickel for every time something happened, I would have 2 nickels. I don't know. I don't know that quote. I thought it was just an ordinary. I thought it was just like an ordinary phrase. Is there one for the? Is there? I need one for the Jets logo because I like the freaking show off my style. Show my stuff. Show my stuff. Show my stuff. Show my stuff. That was Phineas and Ferb. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So we have Jets, Broncos, Jets, Steelers, and Jets, Falcons. Oh, brother. Jets, Broncos. Jets, Steelers. Oh, I think I have one here. Arthur Mallet. Yeah, Arthur Mallet. Jets, Falcons. Jets. Now I'm trying to Aaron Rodgers. I'm trying to go like one that's like try to go like rare because that's the whole point. You want to make sure yours is inaccurate. It just feels. Who's Jets Broncos? Oh shoot. Jets Falcons is tricky, or Jets Broncos. Steelers Eagles Kenny Pickett. Yeah, that's true, Kenny Pickett, but I feel like that's a lot. I feel like that is the more that's like the more common pick. That's like a common pick. I'm trying to avoid common picks. What is Jet? I'm trying to do the Jets first because that's how I know like my knowledge is still there a little bit. But Jets Broncos. Who's been on the? Oh my God! Hold on. Hold on. Rest in peace. Demaryius Thomas. He was a Jet. He was on a 2019 Jet squad. And you have Jets Falcons? Jets Falcons. Who was on? I don't know if they count as. I don't know if coaches count, but oh man, who's Jets Falcons? Oh, that's a tough one for sure. Zach State, was he a Falcon? No, I don't think he was a Falcon. He was a Jet for sure, but then he was an idiot and he got himself arrested with the Falcons. Who was on the Falcons and the Falcons and Jets? I have no clue. Not Jones. He was never, because Jones was an Eagle. He was an Eagle. Kenny Pickett was Eagles and Steelers. Yes. Talk about 10,000 yard passing career. I'm thinking just one player on the Falcons. Chris Chandler. Did he ever break 10,000? Did he ever break? Chris Chandler on the Falcons. Did he ever broke that? I'm not 100% sure on that. 10,000 yard passing career. Big Ben. Probably Terry Bradshaw. Oh my gosh. Falcons, Jets. This was giving me trouble. Because I'm not really familiar with a lot of Falcons on there. Who's a Falcon and a Jet? Oh my goodness. Falcons, Jets. Let's see. Shoot, get the ads away from me. Jets, Falcons, 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 Jets, Falcons. I'm gonna do my concert now, so I guess halftime is longer. I had no clue who's a Jet and a Falcon. But I believe here, everyone's going to go in for Matt Ryan. But I feel like him? It was Chris Chandler. Oh, the only reason I know it was Chris Chandler. Because I was watching Secret Base's video on the history of the Atlanta Falcons. I'm at the early 2000 portion of the video now, but I was just taking a guess. I'm like, maybe Chris Chandler, because he was on the Falcons for a long time, so he would have gotten that by now. But there you go, Chris Chandler. The Eagles, because it's Kenny Pickett. That's an obvious pick. But if I can't think of any other player that is not, because if I can't see anybody else besides Kenny Pickett, it's like, bam, done. Don't know about Eagles and Broncos. 10,000 passing yards. You can think of Peyton Manning. You can think of Peyton Manning. You can think of let's see. Eagles, Falcons. That's Julio Jones, and that's definitely common. Kenny Pickett? I'm so confused about the Jets Falcons. I'm gonna feel so freaking stupid of who the players were. Oh Lord. But I feel like Jay Cutler may be on here. Because he was a a Bronco. Yep, Jay Cutler, 9%. Yeah, man, Jay Cutler got him with the Jay Butler. See, it's like I had to think. I just had to like think, but it's also 10,000 career passing yards. That doesn't have to mean it has to be 10,000. So yeah, so okay, so it doesn't mean that it has to be 10,000 for the team. I'm for myself too modern as well. That's why I'm trying my best to learn about trying to learn like NFL history for myself, you know. All right, it looks like they're getting ready to halftime, but I'm still gonna try and figure this whole debacle out because it's fun. If it was, yeah, you would say Geno Smith, but wouldn't they count? Well, here's a question: would they count players that they have not played? Because usually they count players that played. If that was the case, Steelers. Has Mason Rudolph got 10,000 yards? No. KJ Wright. Yeah, KJ Wright would be considered. Because now there's Rodgers. Then there was Russell Wilson. Then there was Kenny Pickett. Then there was Mason. Then there was Dwayne Haskins. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Could he? There's no way, right? What the hell? Freaking Mitchell Trubisky. Oh, Mr. Kissing Titties. Oh my gosh. I am Mitchell Trubisky, baby. Kissing Titties. Man, I killed it. Like, I did good on that. Because that's the thing, it's like, if you don't know if he's the one, then it's like, then you had to go obvious. So now it's Eagles, Broncos, Eagles, Steelers, Eagles, Falcons, and I'm still, and Winnipeg now has the ball back. And so Winnipeg gets the ball back with a return, and he will be tackled around the 30. Nathan Peterman. Okay, for some reason my laptop decided to black out on me, but we're okay. We're okay. We are absolutely okay. I don't know who's the Jets and Falcons. Who is Jets and Falcons? I can't recall. Oh gosh. I'm losing it here. Oh my gosh. Do I really not know who was a former Falcon on the Jets? Or a former Jets on the Falcons? All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do the obvious. You know what? I'm gonna do obvious choice. Yeah, 38%. And then of course, Kenny Pickett. I had no idea who else it's gonna be. So now we're looking at Eagles and the Broncos. Eagles, Broncos. Oh, you know what else would be good for the Jets? John Franklin Myers. That would have been great. John Franklin Myers would have been a great option for the Jets too. Ooh, that's a tackle for loss for Oliveri for Winnipeg. So that's a loss of 1, loss of 2 for Winnipeg. So great start. Eagles, Broncos, Jets, Falcons. I'm thinking like former backups, starters. And here comes Caleros dropping back. He's gonna go left middle, dude. And that's the same guy that was showing. It hit him in the hands, and he freaking dropped it. Dude, did Winnipeg's have a case of Butterfingers this morning? Like, did they just grab a whole candy of Butterfingers and just ate it? And that was just the way to get sponsored. And he was open. Like, he was between 2 defender players that were nowhere near him, and he dropped it. Come on. Winnipeg looks off. They look terrible today. Jets, Falcons? Oh. I have no clue who is Jets, Falcons. I'm stumped. I think I am stumped. I have no idea. So I'm just going ahead. Select. Ready score. Not good. Let's show some answers. All right. So Winnipeg just punted over to Calgary. So there you go. But yeah, so could not figure out Dolphins and Eagles. Let's see. Brian Dawkins. Bill Romanowski played for the Eagles. Damn. Seth Joyner, Mark Coleman, and Broderick Thompson. And I'm going to feel stupid who's on the Jets Falcons. Brett Favre, Michael Vick. Oh my gosh. John Abraham. Yeah, I'm stupid. Brett Favre, I mean, he only played one of the Falcons. But Vic. But it's Vic. I should have known it was Vic. Tony Casalis, John Abraham. He played 7 with the Falcons and 6 with the Jets. Oh, dude. Tevin Coleman. That's right. He was I forgot about Tevin Coleman. That's right. Tevin Coleman. Oh my gosh. Ken Weisenhunt, the former head coach of the Showbus, was the receiver of the Falcons and the Jets. Great. That's great. I'm looking about these other guys. James Carpenter. He was an offensive lineman, I remember. Who else? Have the corner back, Lamar Jackson. Wow. The more you learn, man. Isaiah Oliver. Yeah. That'll do, man. That'll do. Anyways. 2nd and 8 for a Calgary. Adams driving back. He's going to go left, and he's going to throw on the run, and he gets his man. That's Tevin Jones, and he will be tackled at the 43. Still a blowout. Yep, still a blowout from each side. Has Lamar sacked Lamar before? No, but I heard Josh Allen sack Josh Allen before. That was always such a funny timeline when it's like both players had the same name. And then the commentators have fun saying, Josh Allen has been sacked by Josh Allen. You're like, what? Dedrick Mills going left hash, and he mainly gets the first down. That is a 10-yard gain there. Dedrick Mills is having himself a nice day, a nice running game. 13 carries, 68 yards, and a tutty. There are 2 Lamar Jacksons and 2 Josh Allens. Yeah, I felt stumped. Vic. Second and 1, QB rush it, and they got it. Got a first down. I feel so stupid. Like Michael Vick. Oh, I did not think that. Well, the 1 and 2 in MVP race. Calgary is at first and 10 from the 53. Clock goes fast. That was 9:48. Like the clock goes fast in this game. It is fast paced after all. But Winnipeg, Oliveira 43, Mills 66. But Calgary has been doing a good job of stopping Oliveira. Mills right hash, and he will be tackled at midfield at the 55. So that is a 2-yard gain for Dedrick Mills. But yeah. Is that when I do immaculate grades, I always make sure the Jets are involved. It's because it helps me learn. It helps me learn stuff of like the Jets history and all that jazz. And then here comes Dedrick Mills going right hash again, but he will only get gain of 3, so 3rd and 5 from the 52. But it does look like Calgary may put it away, so Winnipeg could get the ball back. So, yay. Because it's like you're a fan of that team, you have to know their history. I mean, I feel like that's the whole point of being a favorite team. Like, you have to know the history. And then it's like I'm trying to do that for the Braves baseball. It's like there's just so much history. Even though it's preseason. I think they do play in the regular season, I believe. Hold on. Let's see if they play regular season. Hold on. Raiders versus Seahawks. Next year they will. It's next year. Okay. Man. Wait a minute. Is it? Hold on. Hold on. 2025. But Vikings play Seahawks. That's your game right there. But Seahawks versus Vikings do play, but it's a late afternoon game, 4 or 5 Eastern. So at least you get Vikings versus. So at least there you got Vikings versus Seahawks, right? The battle of the Sams, Sam Howell and Sam Darnold. The battle of the Sams. But yeah, Vikings might go with JJ McCarthy. Like, I'm not sure. Like, that's gonna be interesting year for the Vikings. Like, how will JJ McCarthy will perform in his rookie season? You know what I'm excited for? By the time we reach July 23rd, that means we are officially a month away from college football season. Week 0, baby. They count, baby. They do count. I'm not kidding. Yeah, it does sound weird. Like Sam Darnold's with the Seahawks. Because he gets an open man, and there you go. Now Winnipeg's got a wide receiver at the 12. There you go. That's Nick Dembski with a catch. There you go. Winnipeg knows how to drive the ball now, apparently. Hallelujah. There you go. He took DK Metcalf's number. And DK Metcalf, and that's another weird saying. DK Metcalf is a Steeler. Can't believe we have to play the Steelers. It's like a double revenge game. Aaron Rodgers is getting revenge on the Jets, and Justin Fields is going to get revenge on the Steelers. It's like, what the freak is going on? You know? It's weird. And now Jalen Ramsey's a Steeler in a trade that nobody saw coming, alongside with Jonnu Smith. It's a weird timeline to live in. Here comes a string of Oliveira. Oliveira going to go right side, and he does get the first down. He'll be tackled at the 53. And getting Winnipeg the first down. Mahomes has never played Rodgers, fun fact. That's a crazy thought. Mahomes never played Rodgers. What has Mahomes never played Rodgers? They did. They played each other twice. The first time was 2019 when the Packers won with a score of 31-24. But yeah, but Mahomes and Rodgers were supposed to face each other 2023. But you know what happened with Rodgers in his first year with the Jets? ACL. Yeah, you get the ACL tear. Yeah, and 2021 with the Chiefs defeating the Packers 13-7. So they played each other twice. Mahomes won both. Packers won and Chiefs won. So the series was split. It split 1-1. So that's why fact checking is important, kids. Right now, 2nd and 1, and they're on Calgary's 29. Calgary 29-yard line. I got confused. Who did you get confused? Who did you got confused for? Like, what players did you get confused for? Here comes a QB sneak, and that is going to be a first down for. And that was actually Chris Strevler with the carry up the middle. QB sneak up the middle, so first down Winnipeg. 4:42. Clock is winding down fast. Like, I have not seen a clock winding down. I had a memory leak. Oh, dude. Okay. The tugboat. You're a fan of UNLV. What is your favorite moment? What is your favorite memory as a UNLV fan? I mean, I might say Rodgers had never beaten Mahomes. Yeah, but no, it's split. The series is split. I checked it twice. The series split 1-1. It was Rodgers in 2019 and Mahomes in 2021. And here comes Caleros rolling to his left, over the head, incomplete. And that was shown. Dalton Schoen, the intended target, missed the catch. Seeing UNLV ranked for the first time was historic. When was the first time they were ranked? Like, when was UNLV ranked for the first time in history? What year was that? Because I know they were ranked this year. Like, they were, like, last year. They were great last year. I saw that the duel between them and Syracuse, and despite them losing, it was a great showcase for them. And then Winnipeg kicked will kick a field goal, and now they're down by 20. 2024. Was that really? Hold on. Okay. This is just a football history class, ladies and gentlemen. On times UNLV was ranked. Let's go down memory lane, shall we? And football, of course. Let's take a look. Really? They were never ranked before? Wow. That's unbelievable. They were never ranked before? Dude, that's unbelievable. And then that was the first time they ever reached they had 11 wins since 1984. Oh my goodness. Wow. And they won the LA Bowl, and that was against Cal. CFP Final 24. Wow. Guaranteed Rate Bowl, Vegas Bowl, California Bowl. They were ranked too back when they were Division II. But, dude, wow. But, yeah, ranked for the first time ever. That's amazing stuff. Like, I never knew for a fact that they were ranked ever. Vernon Adams with a screen to Tevin Jones, and Tevin Jones will get knocked down at the 47. All right, now you got me thinking. All right, so college football teams. I'm not count. We know the Sam Houston. Sam Houston. Sam Houston State, Delaware, and Missouri State were never ranked, so we know that. James Madison has been ranked, and also I don't think that were never ranked. That's why it's so depressing when Odom left. Yeah, he's now the head coach of Purdue now. And you have Dan Mullins back in head coach. All right, so these are the teams that have never been ranked ever in college football history. Now it's 3-1 for Calgary, and maybe Calgary may go for it. And he might go for it again. It's 3-1. This will be the third time that he will do it. Hold on just a second here. We will get to the teams that have never been ranked in the AP poll before. So, and here comes Quincy Wilson. They might do it again. But now they're going to go walk up. They're going to get ready. And it does not look like did he get it? That's the question. Did he get it? Did Quincy Wilson go through the line? And by the way, that is that ball. But let's see. Does he get it? It looks like it. Yeah, he broke the plane. So there you go. All right, so here are the teams that have never been ranked ever. Florida Atlantic, FAU, Eastern Michigan, University of South Alabama, the Charlotte 49ers, Kennesaw State, Georgia State University, Akron, Texas State, UAB, ULM, or Louisiana Monroe, and there's a run by Dendrick Mills for the gain of 8. Jacksonville State, Sam Houston State, New Mexico, Old Dominion, FIU, Georgia Southern, Arkansas State, Middle Tennessee, and UMass. So they're like mainly bottom of the barrel teams. It was funny because 2021, when they had the worst seasons ever, they were fear of UNLV falling to FCS. Was there really that? Was that really a thing? There was a fear of UNLV falling to it was just them falling so bad. Like, hold on. Like, I'm looking at records, like 2021, 2022. I'm looking up their seasons. Oh God, 2-10 and 5-7, especially 2-10. And they were winless in 2020, but they only went 0-6. So it's like, do you really count that season? Here comes a screen to Tevin Mills and Tevin Jones. I got Dendrick Mills mixed up, but that's a gain of 5, and he gets to the 45-yard line. Was that the end of the third quarter? That was a fast quarter. Holy shoot. Yeah. I think that was the end of the third, but I'll wait to see. But yeah, they were probably joining with the Big Sky. Yeah, the Big Sky, like being with Montana State, North Dakota State. Yeah, you're gonna be joining. Yeah, you're probably gonna be joining them. The Montanas. Oh, the Montanas. But man, speaking of which, like, I've been hearing about, speaking of Pac-12, Texas State is in the Pac-12 now. You're going to be in Montana in 2 weeks. Ooh, that's nice. That is definitely going to be nice. Let's see. Teams moving, because I know, like, I have my friend telling me about there are certain teams that are leaving the Coastal Athletic Association, the CAA, because Delaware was a member and now they left. James Madison was a member, now they left. So now there's a news report that came in about a month ago saying that Villanova becomes the latest CAA founding member to leave for Patriot League. So now the Patriot League, because Richmond, like the Richmond Spiders, like Richmond, Virginia, they are joining the Patriot League, and they were in the CAA. So now the CAA is now crumbling apart. Yeah. So now it was taking control. The Patriot League was basically the Diet Ivy League. But wow. Yeah, so combined with Delaware's departure. Yeah, so CAA will see its football membership dwindle from 16 schools in 2024 to 12 by 2026. Formed as a 12-member alliance in 2005. Who's even in the freaking Patriot League right now besides who's in the Patriot League now? Like now you got me thinking. And it's like, okay, now you got me thinking. Okay. Here, let's go FCS. Incomplete pass. Yep, it is the fourth quarter. Damn, that was fast. Damn, that was a fast quarter. So now Winnipeg has to go fast on that. Has to go fast on this. Yeah, that is fast. Anyways. Their standings. Okay. So hold on. FCS. Yeah, so Coastal Athletic. So yeah, Byron, Campbell, Elon, Hampton. And Hampton is a black history college. Or historical black college. Maine, Monmouth, University of New Hampshire, North Carolina, A&T, Rhode Island, Stony Brook, Towson, Albany, Villanova, and William and Mary. That is the CAA. That's the Coastal Athletic Association. And now the Patriot League. It's Bucknell, Colgate, I think it's Fordham. I think it was Fordham. Yeah, Fordham, which I believe is in New York. There's Georgetown, Holy Cross, first down and 10, and that's a gain of 6 by Nick Dembski. Lafayette, Lehigh, and then there's Richmond. That's the Patriot League right there. And here comes a good pass. There you go. That is caught by Kevins Clarcius. So first down and 10. And they changed the background for Winnipeg from tan to blue, which I kind of prefer. I prefer the blue over the tan, if I'll be completely honest. Here's some interesting things in 2024. One of the questions for this election would have to break up the higher education system, which would have allowed UNLV to join the Pac-12. Ooh, interesting. UNR. Who's UNR? Oh, you talk about Nevada, Reno. University of Nevada, Reno. Yeah, that's what okay. Yeah, they had to be a rivalry. And because he throws a pick, just trotting all alone on the sideline, and that's another pick 6. Oh, godly. Oh, and they had a rogue apparently. 36-9. Yeah, that's gonna. I think that sealed the deal, Chief. 2 pick 6s. Calgary is making Winnipeg look like total fools. Look at that. And the friggin' market already said, you know what? I have enough of that. I had enough. Oh, my bad. Correction. North Dakota, South Dakota are not part of the Big Sky. They are part of the Missouri Valley Football Conference. Gotcha. Okay. Because my college is brand new, formed in 2002. We need funding for a higher education system. Oh. Hopefully you have the money for that. But yes, the Stampeders are putting a beat down on the Winnipeg. And of course, now both games that I have streamed for the CFL, it's turning into blowouts. I am not happy with that. I'm not happy with it by any means. So I voted no. You know what that kind of reminds me of? Here's the thing. It's like you need Like, you need funding, like, for certain things. It's like, if you fund for one certain thing, you're just letting other programs in the dust. You don't want to be independently. Like, you want to make sure, like, your college is, like, you want to make sure that your college is getting the support that you need. Like, that is like that is that is definitely the one thing that you would do. You want to make sure you have much support. You know what, like, the crap reminds me of? So, if you watch the show, it's called Last Chance U. It's a documentary on Netflix. It's a five-part series, but the first two seasons goes with one, like, school A. The other two parts go with school B, and then the last part goes to school C. But with school B, in your second season, they're showing on the show. I know you really ain't supposed to review that kind of stuff, but it's in the past, so I think it's fine. I would think it's fine too. But in the second season of the show, like in the second season with school B of, I just call it school B because, like, I was kind of like making a reference. I'm just like, spoilers and anything. But with school B, but the thing is that damn it. It's like, because they're located in a town, like they're located in a small town. So small town, you have a small population, but you are not getting money, right? And the issue, and then they decided, like, the school decided, okay, we're gonna spend $600,000 on a on a practice field made of turf. And when I first watched it, I was like, that doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't sit right. It's like, what about the town? Like, what about the town? Like, there are certain places in there are certain places in the town that is in desperate need of the money, right? Like, that's the issue with that. It's like, okay, we need more support in the town. Okay, we need more places to. Yeah, but it's like, what the freak? Hold on. $600,000 practice field. Excuse me. But I sort of have conflict of interest on that question. Okay, what's your conflict of interest? Like, what's your conflict of interest? What is your conflict of interest? Because I feel like it just depends. I feel like this whole sort of thing probably is just like depending on Okay, how much money do you have? Like, we may not know how much money exactly does it. Because if it did pass UNLV, what I meant long-term success, however, my college would have suffered. Yeah, so it's like a double. So in your case, it would have been a double. So your okay, so by that term, that means your college is in Nevada. Okay, so yeah, because you have two big colleges. You have UNLV and Nevada. Those are your two big colleges that you have to worry about. Because that is an issue. Because you are a smaller school, that means you're going to run an issue of, okay, a lot more people are going to go to UNLV and Nevada rather than coming to here. And I feel like that's a lot of issues, especially if you are, I feel like that's kind of an issue when you are like in the states that have big colleges. Like, for example, like Texas. Like Texas have a lot of big school programs. Like you talk about football program wise, there's 13 FBS programs in Texas. Like those are big colleges that you can go for. That's a good amount. It's very obscure compared to Reno and UNLV. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what can you do to make sure? And you said it opened in 2002. Huh. Okay. Now that's interesting because now you're relatively open. And right now, Winnipeg and passing complete from their own 25, second and 10 is 11:31 remaining of the fourth quarter. But he just checked him. That should have been illegal contact. Should have been illegal contact on Calgary there. I don't know why they never called that. Yeah, for privacy reason, I won't say. No, I got you. No, I completely got you. It's all good. And here comes Oliveira with a big run, and he gets a 20-yard gain. Damn, he gets a 20-yard catch and run. But yeah, our college will take to stay obscure and small. Yeah, because if you grow too big, then there's your problem. And that's a problem, and to be honest, so promotion hurts our brand. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of what happened in this book of Football for a Buck by Jeff Pearlman. Because I feel like what happened with the United States Football League, they rushed with expansion. And that's exactly the problem I do not want the United Football League to go through. I do not want the United Football League to go through that. Because there were 12 teams in the 1983 USFL season. In 1984, there were 18. So now you have more money to feed, and that's just season 2. Like, you got to make sure you are financially stable before you started expanding, and that's what the United Football League is trying to do right now. Right now, we're not completely sure if they're going to expand for next year or stay the 8 teams in 2026 and then go for expansion in 2027. We don't know what the plan is for the UFL. They're trying not to rush through it. That's the issue. Like, that is a process that they're trying to figure out. Do we expand? Do we not? Do we expand in 2027? Or do we expand 2026? It's like you can see both sides, but it's like if you try to rush the popularity of the brand, that's gonna hurt the business. We are a students first college. UNLV and UNL are not. No, I don't blame you. It was almost picked off. Almost picked by Calgary. That was 3-10. You might as well go for it. You might as well go for it. It don't really matter. But I say this. Take your time. Just take your time. Think about what your students want. Think of what your students want. I know people at UNLV, and they have said it is a difficult learning environment. How come? Why is UNLV a difficult learning environment? So why is it a learning? Why is it a learning environment? And that's Dalton's show, and he's hurt a little bit, but he's working on his own fine. So it looks like he's okay. He is okay. And they're going to go to commercial break. Okay. But so class size are average over 100. So okay. So that's an issue. Okay. So to me, okay, I'm just going to talk about like school as a whole, all right? So here's the problem. I feel like the average student to teacher ratio is too big. Like it's getting larger. Hold on. Student to teacher ratio. Like what's the public? So the national average, the national average public student to teacher ratio it's 15-1. And the lowest is Puerto Rico with 10-1. And the highest for a student is Utah, 22-1. So in your case, Nevada, it's the same with Utah, 22-1 in California. So that's your highest. So New York is 11-1, Pennsylvania 14-1, Virginia is 14-1, South Carolina 15-1, 14-1 South Carolina, Florida is 18-1. So, but here's the problem, right? So here's the issue. There's a teacher shortage. There still is a teacher shortage. It's for real. The teacher shortage is for real. And what happens? So if you're having a teacher shortage and you're having kids flooding in the school classrooms, incomplete, turnover on downs for Winnipeg, 3 turnovers for Winnipeg. That's just cruel. With 9:18 remaining of the game. So when you have teachers flooding in, so when you have students flooding in, right? Who's going to cover the students? That's why the student to teacher ratio is skyrocketing. They're skyrocketing, and you no wonder, okay, why is my kid not getting the education that they need? Shooting 2023 hurt to college too. Really? Hold on. Really? Hold on. Oh, wow. Oh, damn. Okay. UNLV. He was a former college professor? What? That's unbelievable. Dude, that's unbelievable. That's effed. That's effed, dude. Oh, yeah. But anyway, going back to Yeah, because if you're having too many students, but you don't have enough teachers, then yeah, you're gonna run into a problem. Like, okay, where's this student? And that's why. So, like, if you have classes that has like 30 freaking students in a public school, there's a teacher shortage. The only worry is that it was being targeted at all. It was all Nevada colleges. So we had to evacuate. Oh, dude. Oh, that's man. Yeah, student teacher ratio. So it is total students in the school by number of full-time equivalent teachers or FTEs. Okay. But no, I don't blame you. No, it is definitely terrifying. No matter what. It is terrifying to be in that situation, especially if you're living in Nevada. But but here's a tip. So there's a thing where you can have so many teachers, too many teachers. And I found out, there's a fumble by Calgary, and Winnipeg got it back with 6:50 left. Oh, that's great. Oh, that is great. This is a blowout, so I'm just not really paying attention. I'm just trying to talk to you guys. But if you go driving around public schools and if you see like any of the trailers that are surrounding the school, that told you at one point they had too many teachers. I've seen middle school that have trailers. And when I went back to when I was substitute teaching back in February, and when I saw my old middle school on my first ever time I was substitute teaching, and I saw trailers, and in my head I was like, wait a second, that trailer was never there. And then I heard a recollection that said, hey, if there are trailers out there, that means if there are trailers are being built, that means there are too many teachers in the building. And also there was this episode, I think it was the beginning of the second season of Abbott Elementary, which, spoiler if you guys have not seen that show, but if you don't care, okay, then feel free to listen. But there's the teacher, the redhead, her name is Meredith. Abbott Elementary, so like the school don't have enough did not have enough teachers. But the issue was she had to teach both second grade and third grade at the same time. Hold on. Do elementary teachers teach both teach two grades at the same time? I'm looking that up. Multi-grade teaching. Wow. So multi-grade teaching is a concept where the elementary teachers teach two or more grades at the same time. The teacher often divides time between grades using a rotation system where older or more advanced students assist younger ones. I did not know there was a concept of that. So, okay, so now, okay, I did not know that. But yeah, so that's pretty much what so that was what Meredith had to do in Abbott. Man, can these receivers catch from Winnipeg? Like, golly. Seriously, like they just smeared butter on their hands. Like, okay, hit me. And that was it. Like, what the hell? I don't get it. I really don't get it. It looks like Chris Trevor might be coming in to play a few snaps since the game is pretty much over. But okay, so tugboat. So like I feel like there's a lot of problems, and here comes a quarterback from Winnipeg. Caleros will run and slide for the first down. So, what is your big issue? Like, what is, if you have the number one issue of public schools or just education as a whole, what is it in your opinion? Because I feel like there's a lot. Because I know it's like, I don't know what it's like for all states, but I know in certain states, it's like standardized testing is like a determination that allows teachers, okay, you can stay or you have to go based on the results of like standardized testing for students. Like it tells you, okay, you teach well. Like standardized testing mainly tells teachers that they did good or did not do well in teaching. And I feel like that's kind of stupid. Education standards for all 50 states. Like I want to see which one. Yeah, so like the majority of the states, it's called the Common Core. And then there's also there's states that have their own standard. So Alaska, Minnesota, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Texas, Florida, South Carolina, and Virginia, they have their own standards. Like they have their own standards. And there's the first down by Nick Dembski with 4:12 remaining. So pretty much that game is done and over with. But that was definitely a fast game, in my opinion. They do go by the games fast. But I don't know. Oh yeah, Michael Madsen passed away. The guy from Kill Bill, Bud. He also played Finn in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Zombies. And he played Culper in Telltale's Season 2's Walking Dead. I think it's funding an overly restricted curriculum. Yeah, I mean, yeah, restricted curriculum in the funding. I feel like a lot of public schools. Yeah, because a lot of the funding it's coming from your local government and your state government. You don't really get a lot of funding from the federal government. And that is definitely one of the issues. I feel like you should have money from the federal government. And besides, it's like, okay, we're paying our taxes. What are you doing with the taxes in order to make sure that the school is better? What do you do with it? Galeros throws it to Dembski. He gets to the 3, so almost a touchdown of the day, but there's only like 3 minutes remaining. And it looks like, okay, and then now they're going to do a 3-minute warning. Yeah, 3-minute warning of the half of the fourth quarter. So there's that. But yeah, sometimes the restrictions, and sometimes they have their own twist. Like I remember seeing I saw like the state of Oklahoma try to have the Bible as part of the curriculum, and I'm like, so are you making this? Are you forcing students to read the Bible? When I was in high school, we had to follow strict field trip requirements. What was the requirements that were strict? Like, what were they? And that's another thing. It's like and here's another thing. It's like when you're having a shortage, like when you are having a shortage on teachers, right? The issue that you're going to run through is that you're just going to call in people that you're calling in teachers that you're calling in teachers that don't even have like an education background or anything, or like even every trail must have included this disputed approved activity. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, can you give me a rundown of what that means? Disputed approved activity? Huh. But yeah, the funding. Well, yeah, the funding can definitely. Funding can be an issue. I agree with you in that department. And does not get the first down. So now Winnipeg is stuck on 3rd and 1. See if they could get a touchdown. Then not then. Damn, Calgary defense did some good. The school district has an improvement activity. Why the school district? Why can't it just be the school? The school district. I thought it was just a school thing. I thought it was just like, hey, as long as the principal is okay with it, then freaking go for it, you know? But why does a school district need to get the attention of that? Oh, does he get it? Are they going to give it? Are they going to get it? They're going to give it to him. Okay. Winnipeg has finally got a touchdown. It was a brilliant jump ball. What a nice jump ball. He got 2 feet too. Stearns. Yeah, he got the 2 feet. Look at that. Nice jump ball, man. What a jump ball. That was a fantastic catch. My school district was extremely strict because of the fear of students being ahead of others. Well, you can't. Well, they can't control that. You can't control that. Like, kids are going to learn faster. There are certain students that are going to learn faster than others, especially the ones that are gifted. And guess what? If that school district does not have a gifted program, well, that's their freaking fault. That's their fault. 37-26, so a 21-point game, but a Winnipeg. I don't think Winnipeg gonna win. But you're fearing something over you're fearing over something that you can't control. I don't like that from the district. You're strict because you're fearing of students being ahead of others. It happens at school. There are students going to be ahead of others. And you know what you do? If your child is not getting the education you needed, or if they have a disability that has impacted learning, guess what? There's a combinations you can use in special education. Do a child study, and then you investigate, and then get an IEP. The year after I graduated, the district mandated that all schools of the type, meaning all elementary schools, have to follow the same curriculum in the rate in middle and high school. Because, see, now that's stupid. See, that's stupid. Because guess what? And that's the problem. If you don't have students that are learning faster, or gifted students that are learning faster, because you know what they do? You know what they're going to do? They're pretty much going to say, screw this shit. I am done with school. They're going to get bored. You have to give them something to learn. They're gonna be fed up with it. It's like, I'm so bored. I already know. It's not saying like, it's not because they want to be that type of attitude. It's because it's that they already know the stuff and they want to learn more, but they're getting the same boring material. And now you have to stay at the same rate as other students. It's like, why? And also, when they try to teach students the same rate, what if students cannot learn at the same rate as the other students? They basically made the curriculum as the teachers when needed. And also, in the same rate. It's like you gotta make sure you catch up. If teachers weren't needed, teachers are gonna be needed no matter what, man. Like that's the problem. They're gonna be needed no matter what. And then that is what it is, man. That is what it is. Third down 6 is the minute 56 remaining, and Winnipeg will get the ball back. Because teachers are needed. Teachers are role models. They are the third parent. They are their supporters. They are also disciplinarians. And the superintendent got fired after the decision was made. Yo, rip. That is a rip right there. And he just got booted out of bounds. But no, like, superintendent get fired after that. Yeah, they did not like it. Chris Trevler's actually coming in as quarterback. Damn. But yeah, it's like education is just like, I feel like for the most part, a lot of people think like the education has gone like downhill. And to be honest, I don't blame them. Like, I really don't. Like, I'm going to spend my first full education year as a first year special educator. And that's going to be some sort of adventure. I mean, I'll have a mentor, but it's going to be an adventure. You know that. Another issue our school faces is different views how school should be run politically. Yeah. It's like, should it be run? Should it be run by other teachers? Should it be run only by principals, or the admin? Like, how should it be? And like, how should it be run? You know? Also, I feel like the amount of technology can also be an issue. Like, I feel like technology can be an issue for the school. Like, a lot of times it's not paper and pencil anymore. It's all just like everything is like on like school laptops. Yeah, like how you mentioned one school was trying to have a Bible as part of school. Yeah, like I said, it's like, yeah, because they try to have the Bible as part of their curriculum. It's like, but nobody wants to learn how to read a Bible. What are already like Islamic, Jewish, like, or even Catholic, maybe, or even Catholic. It's like, what do they don't want to read the Bible? So why are you making them read a Bible? You know what I mean? It's like you're forcing on a curriculum that nobody wants. To me, it's like you get your four core subjects, and then whatever you want to be when you grow up. And that's pretty much how it should be done. And make sure you have the funding for all sorts of programs. Like there's high schools that have mechanic shops. They're trying to be those who want them, but should be forced at a public school. I guess, and there's also like certain religious schools, like there are private schools that work like that. Like there's private schools that have a certain religion aspect. you know? Because here's the thing. It's like the only difference between like private schools and charter schools is that they have their own set of curriculums. Public schools have to follow a set curriculum followed by the states. So the Bible I mentioned in Oklahoma, that means every school in Oklahoma has to follow that curriculum with the Bible. Other teachers and in other schools, they have to keep on following the curriculum. But if you're a private school, it's like, okay, we can do whatever we want. And that's enough, and that's the same deal with and it's the same deal with homeschooling. On Last Week Tonight, John Oliver, about 2 years ago, he actually did a segment on homeschooling. And then you can't just, there's some states where you could actually just like up and leave doing homeschooling. You don't have to notify the school that you're homeschooling. But there are states where you have to follow a report saying, okay, I'm homeschooling my child for this year. Or there will be other times where you can only just do it only one time. And that's pretty much, and that's it. Just do it one time, and that's it. And then you just have your own set of curriculums. And it was in the video of John Oliver, well, the curriculum for that one student is just chores. It's just chores. What? Oh, gee, I'm going to learn math with chores. Like doing chores and read the Bible. Where's the education aspect? Where is it? Tell me. Where is it? Like, look, there's certain there are just teachers that know how to teach, and there's some teachers that don't know how to teach. And that's the difference. They teach one thing, they don't teach about the other. And he gets tripped up on the ground. That's Matthew Peterson with the run. 30 seconds remaining. This game is mainly over. So yeah, and then Calgary. They're probably gonna do probably one more play, and then it'll do it. So yeah, Calgary. And Calgary shot with a shocking blowout of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, 37-36. And that was yeah. I will not stream anything. I will not stream anything next weekend because I will be I'm going on vacation out of state. So there you go. And that ball went down, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I know there's 10 seconds remaining, but there you go. That's pretty much the game right there. So yeah, that was CFL, Calgary, and Winnipeg. Thank you, Tugboat. And I had a good time chatting. There was a lot of stuff to chat about. In Calgary will now be in second place. Yeah, Calgary is now second place of the West Division thanks to the tiebreaker by beating the crap out of Winnipeg 37-16. So whenever that day I might stream back again later, I will see you guys in the next stream. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.